checking in with Louisiana Tech's head coach pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bernard. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Johnson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Runs through the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in, it's Finley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that
Makes the grab in their space. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Messer. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside. It's Farrell. Strong, firm tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Here's a heat. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run it left here. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Brooks. Brooks through the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The give to the single back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Right back to it. Makes him talk to the hand. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run. And a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the 1st down. You either do 2 things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Farrell. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
To the air on 2nd down. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Catch in the middle, it's Messer. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Direct snap. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Fakes to grab. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. The official says no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Messer. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to...
Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with the one there.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Booth. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Baker. Makes the grab over the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Got the back over the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bulldogs will snap it on first and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. Buried before he completes.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throws it deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They'll run the counter. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to...
Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive.
Here we go, ready, go!
The running back has it. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here comes the heat, and he never had a chance.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gives him the big stiff arm. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Quick completion to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Baker. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Louisiana Tech will have to punt.
Number 29 in punt formation to kick it away.
Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Caught in the backfield. It's Farrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that left side now. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The run inside. It's Farrell. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Could not make his way to the corner. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Owls. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The lone back's got it. Shows him the stiff arm. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Red 18. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks, and what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open, he sees him, he throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. So they get the ball back, still clinging to this slim lead. Defense helped them out, holding them to a field goal, but man, do they need some momentum on offense. He breaks a tackle. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Caught on the outside, it's Fenwick. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's small. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Wants to throw. It's Baker. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. They want that clock to run. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Using his legs, it's small. Maybe some room here. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Pocket breaking down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to run it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bernard. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Past the 45. Caught, and he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And perfect situational awareness there. Get the 1st down. Don't get greedy. Stop the clock.
Yeah, and that's why this team practices these types of 2-minute situations all week long leading up to games so that everybody's on the same page. That receiver did an awesome job getting out of bounds to try to preserve as much clock as possible.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Farrell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking to the end zone. Whoa, look at the sticky Velcro-esque fingers. He's got it for a touchdown, and now they need the 2, and we'll be all tied up.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
Gets the back moving. The snap sets up to throw. Pucks it out of the air. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Miller with the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Just feeds the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll go to the counter. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.
10.